Loving Me project, where we inspire you to love yourself, where our whole purpose is to allow you to know and to understand just how powerful you are, how much your life means to you and to everyone else around you, that everything that you want in your life is possible if you are willing to commit and make it happen, and also to get you to understand that self love is the key to everything that you want in your life. So, I hope you guys had a great weekend, and good morning to all of you. I sure did. If you guys don't, hey Regina, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you can. I think my Instagram is G Ward ATL, something like that. G Ward ATL, I think is my Instagram. And what I did was, okay, so uh, this weekend, my friend Boo was actually DJing at this place. If you in Atlanta, it was called Chef Rob's, right? So she was like, "Do you guys want to be able to come out and have some fun?" And I was like, "I'll come," because it's literally right down the street from me where I can literally walk there, right? So I put some clothes on. Good morning, Lynn. I put some clothes on. I go out. I invite my friend out. We go down to the place. And can I tell y'all, we had a ball. Like a sister back was sweating. Okay. We danced. We had some fun. We was laughing. We was doing all this kind of stuff. Right. And I just said to myself, I was like, I just cannot wait to go ahead and really break out. Y'all got to tell me what y'all doing on okay, Regina, I'll do that. You guys got to tell me what y'all doing on Mother's Day. Are y'all going to be inside or you going to go outside? Hopefully y'all go do something like brunch or something. But when I tell you a girl was two-stepping, Marie, I think you saw my Instagram. A sister was two-stepping and partying and having a girls' night out. I'm saying to myself, I cannot wait until it really gets warm. When I tell y'all, one of the things that you will know about me is that I really love to enjoy myself. That's why I wanted to talk about you got to be honest with your feelings, because I'm going to tell y'all a story of what I've observed actually too this weekend. But you gotta know the balance in it all, right? This work that we're doing does not mean that you have to be boring, does not mean that you have to be this spiritual person all the time where you are sitting up here evaluating all this kind of stuff, right? And judging people and saying, no, I got to stay away from this. This work is about finding out who you are, right? What is it that you love to do and doing that and being okay with that, right? So Marie, I see that you always post, stuff about solitude and destinations where you want to go and all that stuff. And I know the conversations that we have, you was like, people be like, come out, do this, do that, let's go out. And one of the things that I realized this weekend, and that's why I put be honest about your feelings, is that you know what? Some people are not like you. What brings me happiness and what I enjoy is being around people. I love being around y'all. So, like, for me, what makes me happy is hanging out, being joyous, listening to music, doing all this stuff, right? For Marie, she's an introvert. She likes to have peace, be near the beach, be one with nature and chill. And that stuff is okay. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't make her a bad person. It doesn't make, all of this. That's just who she is. And a part of us needs that. And then a part of us needs the wild part like me, right? So here's the thing. This is why I said be honest about your feelings, because this is what happened also this weekend. And she probably listening. Um, I told you guys that, the stuff that we're working on right now, with the I'm Loving Me project, and with uh all of the stuff that I'm trying to create, is my whole goal, what God told me to do, is to make sure that I am doing his work in service, in spreading this whole idea and concept of self-love, and that things are possible, right? That's what he told me to do. And that's basically what I'm doing, right? And in that, when things come up and opportunities come up, you go ahead and you take advantage of these things, because this is what you said that you wanted, whatever that goal is for you, right? So, me and my friends, I think I told you guys, are embarking on this venture where we are thinking about investing in this business, right? And I told you about my friend who was like, "No, not interested. I'm out." Right? And the kind of attitude that she had. So we had another friend who was like, uh, asking all these questions and everything. And then she just said, "You know what? I don't, I'm sorry. I don't want to be able to participate and all this stuff." Right. But she went through all the motions like she wanted to. And then all of a sudden, she was like, "No," at the last minute. Right. And so I said to myself, was it a no all along? And she was just, trying to appease us and just not tell us, right? This is what I'm thinking, right? And so we got on a call yesterday. And when we got on the call yesterday, I thought she didn't want to participate. So I didn't send her the link. So she said, "I'm waiting on a link." And I was just like, well, she just said that she don't want to do it. So why is she coming back on? Right. And so when we get on the call, it's like this imbalance thing that's going on, right? Because especially with people you love and the people who you feel like you can trust, you got to be able to express how you feel, especially when you're walking on this new journey. Why? Because you want to be able to start to walk in your authentic self. If you're not, if you're not letting people know how you feel, you're living a lie and it's eating at you, right? And if it's not eating at you, it will eat at you, because you're not being you. You're not being that person that you are. Now, let me give you an example of what I mean, right? Let me give you an example of what I mean. I had I had another friend that said that she's moving, right? And she was like, "Oh, I was just hoping that you guys come help me move and all this stuff or whatever." She was like, "I really need the help. I don't like moving. That's why I have a hard time. If you know me, when it's time to move, I look at everything I got to see what I can let go and let it stay. I don't like moving at all, right?" So I told her, I was like, I'm not a person that likes to move. So I mean, I could probably help you with like dishes and stuff when we at the house, but I don't like going back and forth. I don't like doing none of that, right? And so she was just like, "Why? Like, I really need the help and I really need this," like trying to guilt me into like helping, right? And I told her, I said, "I don't like doing it because it seems like a big task for me, right? And it is better for me to be honest with you about how I feel, instead of me pretending that I like it and helping you and being mad the whole damn time, right?" Then I become passive aggressive because I really didn't want to show up anyway. Then I have an attitude because I really didn't want to be here and pick up nothing. Then I start complaining, right? Then I start complaining because to me everything is heavy. Everything is all over the place, and I find everything that's wrong. So I'm basically messing up my whole day and the other person's whole day, because I wasn't honest about how I felt in the beginning, and I didn't stick to that. Does that make sense? I didn't stick to that. When you are not honest with people about how you feel, you are lying to yourself and you are lying to them. Think about a relationship, ladies, right? When somebody you are dating and seeing is telling you that they love you and they want to be with you and all this stuff, and their actions are the opposite, they are not really truly telling you how they feel. They are doing something that we all do, which we think is okay, right? And that is called being nice. Do you know what the definition of being nice is? Being nice is doing something that I really don't want to do, but I'm only doing it because of my religion, because it's the right thing to do, because yeah, I mean, I don't want them to seem like I'm a bad person. Don't we say that all the time? I was only trying to be nice. I was only doing it because I wanted to be nice to them. I'm only doing this because I believe I'm a nice person. What a nice person is a person that does something that they don't want to do, but they do it anyway because they feel like they have some moral duty to do it, or they don't want to be able to experience the shame and the backlash if they go ahead and say how they really feel. Listen to your words when you talk to someone and you say I'm trying to be nice to you, right? What you're saying is I really don't give a shit, but I'm only doing it because, right? You got to be able to let people know how you really feel and accept your feelings, right? Accept your feelings. Accept the fact that you have a good part of you and a part of you that really don't care, a part of you who is fearful, a part of you who really don't like to participate in stuff, right? A part of you that is open and honest, and a part of you that is reserved, right? It's like that yin yang thing that they talk about, right? There's always a part of you that is light, and there's always a part of you that's reserved. And they both follow each other, and that is okay. It's not the devil in you. It's not the mean part of you. It's not that person who is trying to be bad or whatever, right? It's just that part of you that just don't like it. You hear what I'm saying? Right? When I was married, that was a big thing. I had that yang part. My ex-husband was very reserved. He didn't like going to the club. He didn't like hanging out. He didn't like people at the house. He wanted to be at home in his house at peace, watch movies, eat, and just relax. And for me, I'm up there like, this shit is boring. We need to invite people over. We need to have a party. We need to hang out. And he's like, I don't like that. Right? I don't like that. I don't want all the people in the house, and then you got to clean up, and then you got to do this. And I thought he was being so negative, right? Because I wanted what I wanted and he wanted what he wanted, but I wasn't aware or open enough to say, well, you know what? Being in solitude and relaxing is what he enjoys. That's not a bad thing. He's not being mean when he says, I don't want to. You can go. I don't want to go. And you know what's so funny? When he used to put himself out there, because I would want to go to people weddings and parties, and I would get mad because he would never go with me, right? Because he said, I don't like doing that. You go. And I'm up there like it's going to be couples there. It's going to be all that stuff. And I don't want to dance by myself. People think I don't have a husband because you never go. You never do this, right? Like doing all this complaining. And when he would put himself out there to go, it will be even worse because he would just sit down. And now we at the party, but he don't want to get up and dance. Right? I would be so pissed. Like, what the hell you come for? And he would say, I told you I didn't want to come. Like, if you wanted to have fun, you should have went. And then, in my mind, I'm like, oh Lord, I done married the wrong person. Right? Like, I done married the wrong person. We ain't equally yoked. We ain't got this, right? Well, man, I gotta be able to find somebody who is just like me. Right? Where it is actually the opposite of that, y'all. When you are honest with your feelings and when you let people know who you truly are, then they start to react to you and relate to you in a way in which is comfortable to you. Check out all those mean people that we talk about, those mean people that we think are so mean that we know gonna live a long time because nobody bothered their ass, right? It's like, man, if I call Carol, she's so mean you don't even want to bother her. She's gonna cuss you out, she gonna do all this, don't even ask her for no money, right? We got people like that in our family. But Carol is at so much peace because nobody's bothering her, right? She's at so much peace because nobody is bothering her. You know how she is, and you are okay with that. You have your own opinion about her, but does she give a damn? She does not, right? When we are not honest with ourselves about how we feel about ourselves and other people, we are living a lie. If you are in a relationship where you don't like the person anymore, you fell out of love, and you are just there because you are being nice, or you are there because you convinced yourself that it is because of the kids or the security or whatever, you're eating yourself alive and you're lying to yourself. And it's not going to do anything but fester, and it is not going to do anything but make you act out more. Become this person that you don't want to become, because inside you have not dealt with the fact that this is how you truly feel versus what you're projecting, right? We talk about it all the time about wearing a mask. We sit up here, we wear this mask, we say we gonna, that we're this, we're that. But you know what? We are the biggest hypocrites when we do that. Oh yeah, 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 I like that. Yeah, that's okay. It's all right. And inside you're screaming, I really don't want to do this. I don't know why I'm sitting up here, right? And some of us says, well, I believe it's my fear that's holding me back, Gloria. That's the reason why I'm I'm gonna do this anyway, because I believe it's my fear. So I need to bust through that fear in order for me to go ahead and go to the other side. Now that might be true, but are you doing it because this is how you feel, or are you doing it to prove a point? Right? Are you doing it to prove a point? Because that's two different things. If you know you got trust issues because of whatever happened to you in your life, yes, every decision that you make, you're always going to have a battle, right? We always do, because our trust was violated when we were younger. And because of that, it is hard to put trust in people. It is hard to have trust for ourselves. So we do this dance of fear with ourselves, right? We go back and forth and we like, damn, should I do this? Should I not do it? In that moment, you got to understand who you are. And you say to yourself, Kim, okay, Kim, right now, you're feeling this fear and you're trying to make a good decision for yourself. How do you really feel in this moment? I am so fearful because I don't know what's going to happen on the outside. How can I go ahead and calm that fear down and do what I love? What is it that's going to make me happy in this situation? Taking everything and everybody out of it. Because at the end of the day, your choice is your choice, your feelings is your feelings. And you have to let people know, look, I got trust issues because of the things that happened to me when I was younger. So when you are in a relationship with me, I can honestly tell you, I'm always going to do a dance with myself and even with you and what you say. You tell me you love me, I kind of sort of might believe you. But what's going to make me comfortable is action. That's going to make me feel comfortable because your words, I can't trust in the beginning. They like, well, you got trust issues. Yes, I do. I just told you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm working on it. And I'm working on it. And the way that I work on it, is I have to be aware and remind myself that you are here because you love me and you're not here to hurt me. You're not here to violate me. That you are here so that we can have this relationship. Is that what I feel inside versus my my past and my fears, right? What is it that I'm feeling inside? And it's going to happen. And when you let people know this, you have to be prepared for them to say, whoa, it's too much for me. And it's like, okay, that's fine. I know I'm a piece of work, right? I am a piece of work. I tell people all the time, see, with me, I'm fun, festive. I like to be out. I like to promote what I got. I like to be, enjoying my life. I can't be in a relationship, like I told you, I can't be in a relationship with somebody that's discreet and, got a girlfriend and all that. You will get caught with me because I like to be out. I have you all over the place and we doing all kind of stuff, right? So that's not for me, right? That's not for me. It doesn't fit into who I am, where I got to be closeted or something like that in order to feel love or get pleasure. I could wait, right? I could wait because I like my stuff in the light. I like to be like, y'all, look at that fine thing I got, and let me show y'all, whatever and all this stuff. And then y'all sitting up there like, girl, he got a profile on Bumble. saw I saw like 3 or 4 of my friends answer, see, I can't do that, right? But if we are not honest about that, then we allow ourselves to get caught up in this thing. And I read something today, right, that I want to read to y'all. It says, I was listening to this thing and it said, uh, know and accept your limitations and have some humor about them. Learn how to integrate that part of you that is wow and that part that is cool, right? Let me say that again. Know and accept your limitations and have some humor about them. Learn how to integrate that part of you that is wow and that part that is cool. So, getting to know who we are as we move along on this journey and being in a position where we have to express ourselves and our feelings, we got to be able to do that, right? Some people would tell you, oh, you're not a good friend. Well, I'm not a good friend because I'm not listening to you talk negative about yourself all day and be down on yourself all day. um And I guess I'm not. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to have a conversation about what's going on, I want to be able for you to know how I feel. And how I feel is this. I can listen to you and I can understand exactly where you are and meet you right where you are and love you where you are. But for me, I can't take in negativity all day, every day. I can't allow myself to have that because when I sit with you and I'm loving on you, I'm also open. I'm vulnerable, right? If you sitting up here still talking about how bad your life is and all this stuff and what happened to you and what happened to you, and then I start telling you all the stuff that happened to me and all this stuff, now we got two Debbie Downers going on, right? You got to stand firm in your feelings. You got to let people know exactly how you feel about stuff. Now, here's the thing. Delivery of how you do that. You don't have to, you got to know your audience. My ex-husband used to tell me that all the time. You got to know your audience so that you know how to deliver, because some people are more sensitive than others. You cannot just be blurting out and hurting people feelings, but you can get your message across in the right way. So if I'm talking to you, Lynn, and I say, you're saying, well, Gloria, I really want to be able to do XYZ and all this stuff. Can you help me? And I say, well, Lynn, to be honest with you, I would love to help you. I would love to be there, but right now I can't do it. I'm working on me right now, and that's a full-time job. Here's what I can do. I can listen to you. I can give you what I know and some advice, but I can't overextend myself right now. I just can't, you know? But I bet you this is something that we can work through together. You see what I'm saying? You said how you felt, right? You didn't hurt her feelings, hopefully, but you also stood firm and where you're not taking on all that stuff because you don't you, you don't want that judgment that comes after, right? You don't want them looking at you differently and funny, like you could have at least helped pack a box, and you just act like you are high and mighty, like you just don't want to do nothing. It's like, no, I didn't want to do that. It's not like I didn't want to do nothing. I just didn't want to do that. And I was honest about that in the beginning, right? I know my limitations. I know what I like to do and what I don't like to do. You cannot push me to do something I don't like to do. That's one thing you can't do with me. You cannot push me to do something I don't like to do, right? I'm not going to be nice. What I will say is how I feel and say to you, well, maybe there's a way that we can work it out. But I'm not going to do this thing when I know I don't want to, because you know what I'm gonna do? I'm a half-ass it. I'm not going to give you my best. I'm not going to give you what you deserve because I don't want to do it anyway. Think of that relationship you in. If you are in a relationship where you are half-assing, or that other person is half-assing and not giving you those things that you know you deserve, you're not saying how you really feel. You are being a hypocrite and you are living a lie. Can y'all hear me? You see? Because nobody wants to be able to say what the truth is and address the elephant in the room. And so, you know what happens when it's time to? It's a big blow up. right? It just gets crazy where the house gets crazy. The kids get all upset. Now you got all these big arguments, and you got these arguments at work, and you got all this other stuff going on because you didn't address it in the beginning. You let it fester, you let it sit there, right? I got my own shit going on, and you can say that. Hey, Mary, I love you to death. I could do what I can, but I got my own shit going on right now. Right now, I got to figure out how I'm going to become more of myself. I'm on a journey where I'm embracing and figuring out who I am and what I like. So I like to be at home, Mary. I don't want to go out anymore. Well, you used to hang out with me all the time and all that. Yeah, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. I was being nice to you, right? I wasn't being my authentic self. I was trying to fit in. I was trying to make sure I didn't hurt your feelings. I knew you was going through a hard time, so I was trying to be there for you, right? Where really I wanted to sit home and chill. I didn't want to go, right? I didn't want to go. And today I got to tell you, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to hang out no more. You know, it's a good example. Let me tell y'all. Uh, my friend, one of my best friends, right? And this is small, but this is how it works. So when me and my husband was going through what we were going through, right? The washing machine in the house that we had, this is so funny. The washing machine in the house that we had together, um, you know how the washer, the water, like when it was time to drain, right? You know how when it time to drain, the water would come out and it would go all over on the downstairs on the floor, right? And the carpet and everything. And he tried to fix it and everything, and eventually it got to a point where a lot of the water just kept running out, and we was both in our mode where he's like, I'm not paying to get it fixed because I'm about to move out of here. And he was just like, well, I ain't paying to get it fixed because, I mean, I ain't taking it with me anyway. If you want the wash machine, you fix it. Like, we in that mode, right? Where I ain't touching nothing because, I ain't fixing it, right? We about to break up anyway, right? So I called a friend of mine and I said, can I come and wash my clothes at your house? Because I need a place to wash my clothes. And I didn't want to take them to the laundry because the laundromat, it's all impersonal. You got to sit there, you got to do all that. So I'm like, I could go to my friend's house, I could chill, watch TV, right? Wash my clothes, dry them, eat a little bit, and then fold my clothes and go home. Child, I think we did that uh twice. I would call. She like, yeah, you could come. And I used to get there like 8 in the morning, like waking her up, right? But this is how it happens, right? And I would be there all day because a home washer, you gotta sit up there all day. You don't realize when you at home how much you wash, but you going throughout your day. But when you at somebody else's house, it seems like it's so long because you gotta wash and dry and fold and then leave, right? So one Sunday I called her because I used to go every Sunday, y'all. One Sunday I called her and she was like, no, you can't come. No, you can't come this weekend because I'm going to Augusta, right? I think she called me on a Friday. And she was like, oh, we going to Augusta, so I won't be at home. I said, oh, okay, that's fine. Then she called me back and she says, I'm sorry, I was lying. I'm actually going to be here, but I just didn't want you to come over and wash your clothes anymore. And I said, well, why you didn't say that? She was like, I didn't want to hurt your feelings, and I didn't want to feel bad about it. She was like, but I felt bad that I lied to you. So, you know, I don't, you can come over if you want to on Sunday. I said, well, how about I do this? I said, how about I take my clothes to the laundry? Because the only reason why I don't want to go is because I don't want to feel uncomfortable. But I'm making you uncomfortable in your own house by interrupting your sleep, your peace, and your way of what you do. And you being a friend to me, you're trying to be nice, right? That word, right? You're trying to be nice. You're not, you really don't want me there. You see what I'm saying? But if I'm there, you are okay with it because we are friends, but you would rather sit, watch the news, be lazy, take care of your son and do all that stuff because it's your house, it's your day, it's your Sunday. Instead of it being clogged up with your friend from 8 to like 1. And then you got to go ahead and wash your own clothes. You see what I'm saying? So I told her, I said, well, when did you get tired of it? She said, after the first day you came. She said, after the first day you came, girl, I realized, no, I don't, I don't think I like this. I don't think this is what I want to do. And I said, okay. I said, you know what? I say this. Anytime that you have a problem with what it is that I'm doing, just tell me. Be honest about it, right? Be honest about it. And so she was like, yeah, I get that, but I just didn't think that I could tell you because, of what you was going through. I said, that doesn't matter, right? That doesn't matter. It's not like I didn't have the money to go to the washer, right? It's not like I couldn't go. It was the whole fact that I wanted comfortability. I wanted what I wanted, right? And she was trying to appease me, but it was interfering with her life. You get it? And that's how it happens. And so it was festering inside of her to the point where she started lying, right? She started lying about leaving her house so that I wouldn't come over so she could have her peace. We ain't got to do that, y'all. If she was honest with me up front, after the first time, I would have had my ass in that laundry, right? And would have been uncomfortable, but that was okay. And eventually it happened, right? Eventually it happened. But I had to tell her, if you were honest with me, I would have known. But we do that. We want to be nice and we don't let people know how we feel. And we become the hypocrites, y'all. We become the liars. We become the passive aggressive people because we wearing this mask and on the inside we are screaming. While we are on this journey, we can't do that no more. This journey is about finding out who you are and what you like and bringing that to life and to light. It's about you teaching people how to treat you. It's about you being okay with who you are and what you will accept and what you don't accept, right? It's about understanding that you have limitations and you have fears and you have stuff that you don't like to do, and that is okay, right? So if anything happens to my wash machine, she ain't gotta never worry about me coming. I done learned my lesson, right? And I know to take my ass to the laundry, right? But that's how it works. So that's the lesson for today. Be honest about your feelings. Stop worrying about what they're going to think about you. Stop worrying about if you're going to feel shame or they not going to like you or they going to talk bad about you or they going to, they're going to say all this stuff. This is your life, honey. It's your life. You are doing this work for a reason, not to please other people, but to make you happy, to make you exciting, to bring out the best you, right? And saying no is okay. Saying, I don't like that. Oh, I do love that, right? It's okay. They'll survive. They will be all right. But you won't if you continue to walk down this road. You won't, because the stuff that's in you is festering. Okay? So let's go ahead and work on that. You find yourself being nice, check in with yourself and be like, am I being nice or am I really doing this because I want to? And if you find out that you're being nice, figure out how to change it. Because being nice, I mean, you're doing something you don't want to do, but you're doing it because you think it's the right thing to do. The right thing to do is what feels good to you, that will bring you joy and happiness and peace. That's the right thing to do, right? Not doing something because you you don't want people to talk bad about you or whatever it is. All right. That's all I got, y'all. I got to get ready to go to work. Can y'all do me a favor? I had a business class on Sunday. I had a business class on Sunday. We had a fantastic time. Go to girlsleap.com if you have a business, y'all. Our business class is in full effect. Go ahead and sign up on a newsletter so you'll know when the classes are coming out. We're doing business over brunch every Sunday at 11 a.m. where we're talking about the steps to growing your business. I did the first part, which is the 12 things you need to know before you start and do business. And then we're just going to progress and move it up from there. Okay. Um, I did have some food. I did make some brunch. It wasn't all that, but it was okay. But we had a good time and we had fun, and the questions were good. So if you want to participate, you can. Ellie is having her class. Carissa's having her class. Natalia's having her class. And we just going to keep moving. This is where we do the real work, right? The real work starts here. And for those of you who do love to hang out and all that stuff, we are coming to a city near you. And you know I'm coming to party, y'all. I'm coming to party. Now, if you don't like the party, we can go eat, right? We could go eat and we could go chill and then you can go home. But for those of us who like the little after hours and sweat and shake and, look at dudes, I'm coming. And we're going to have a good time. All right. I love you guys. I got to go.